The lengths I have to freaking go. The lengths I have to go. Like, for all of my people that are watching this in the future, you guys have no idea what has been going on. All the people that have been involved from both lives know that YouTube has been fucking my life up. Not my life, my live. Sometimes my life, but I'd be being a little over dramatic. But this is like round 3 of trying to get this live down pat. So we had another story. We had another video. The plan was to do a 2-hour-long tribe tea, but it was buffering a lot and it was really fucking up. So I ended that one and now we're starting over again. So this one's going to be an hour and 30-minute video, but the one before is going to be a 40-minute video. So I had to record this from my phone. That's why it looks like really clear and why you can see all of my crust and imperfections. And hopefully this time will work. Okay, hopefully this time will work. I'm not gonna waste any freaking time because I've already wasted a lot of my time. Well, actually, YouTube wasted a lot of my fucking time, so go figure. So I'm just gonna get this ball rolling. I have to read these off of my laptop now. So here we go. I lost the other one that we were reading. So this one is called Tribe Tea, This Should Be Another Movie, The Demonic Girl. Now y'all be saying this should be a movie very loosely. Tea? Tea? Because someone said, is this an iPhone 8 or X? If y'all like watch my little Q&A shit, you guys know like I don't really care for phones. Like I don't really care of upgrading my phones. Like I have an iPhone 6S and I've had it for the past like 3 years. Like I really don't, you know, right? But y'all, when y'all be like my life is a movie, look, I don't know, but here we go. Hey there, I'm 25. This is another wild ass drama filled story. So when I was in the 7th grade, there was this chick I had a crush on, we'll call her Trina, that always tried to, wait a minute. Okay, no, I didn't see this one. Because I remember another guy sent in another story and they were like, it kind of started off similar. So I'm just trying to make sure that this isn't the same story. But anyway, she would always try to turn me down and humiliate me. Years later, when me and her are a lot older, around 18, we ended up speaking again through Facebook, and she wanted me real bad when she saw how much I changed. Well, I hope that y'all would have changed. I mean, 18 years old and 12, 13-year-old is a really big difference, and I really hope that y'all had changed, but okay. I was focused on my side dude obligations and wasn't focused on anyone else. So you was already somebody else's side dude? So you was like, I can't have another girl on my list, but okay. Trina was known for getting pregnant at 13 years old in the movie theater and arrested because people saw her doing the nasty even when the movie lights came on. So when y'all were in the 7th grade, she was getting freaky. Okay. T. She was a major thought, telling me how she let her college professor pee on her so she can get an A in class. What? Pee? You letting people pee on you, sis? Okay. She told me that she would do anything to be with me, even hook up with my brother if I told you to. That's gross. Oh, I was a fuckboy back then, so I would talk to her sometimes, and she would send me a lot of nudes, but it was always conversations about sex. Like, okay, be proud to be a freak, but when you tell me you want to give me top on your church bathroom, that's a little extreme. A little bit. You are going to jail. You going to, you not going to heaven? You trying to do stuff in the Lord's house? In the place of worship? Someone said she goes to church, right? Like, sis. Okay. She told me crazy secrets, like how she has 90 bodies and would try to sleep with all of her supervisors or higher ups for fun at work to see if she could get away with it, or try to have sex with a pastor. Honestly, the vibe that I'm getting, because she got pregnant at 13, lets me know that she was sexually active at around 12 or 13. And I don't believe that a 12, 13-year-old can give consent. I feel like somebody took advantage of her, and now her head is all fucked, and she's like on some sexual deviant shit. Like, I don't feel like, you get what I'm saying? Does anybody get what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like somebody did some shit to her, and it made her act like that, where she feels like the only attention she can get is doing really outrageous sexual things, if that makes any sense. Because I don't think anybody just comes out of nowhere just being like, yeah, fuck it, like, I want to get pissed on at the church. Like, what? Dr. Phil has entered the chat, and then he fucking left, because Turnabout Ranch can't do nothing. You don't need no fucking on TV therapist. She needs an actual therapist. Like, Okay. One day I was going through a rough time in my life. I lost my job and just didn't know where to go. So I hung out with her, and you guessed it, we smashed. She was actually really clean and smelled amazing. I thought she would smell like cigarettes and depression. So, I woke up and she was staring at me, talking about how she can see me and her living together, which was creepy as fuck. And she was smelling my underwear and asking me to pee on them so she could take them home and save them. Help her. She needs help. She needs help. Oh my God. She asked me if I could pee on myself for her and call her mama and taste it. She said the next time me and her were intimate, she wanted me to wear a diaper and act like a baby and pee on myself. I'm not kink shaming anybody. I am not kink shaming anybody. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Okay? I am not kink shaming at all. But wow. Like, wow. That's like, y'all had sex for the first time and sis was like, oh yeah, by the way, okay. I told her no, and she was sick in the head, and she began to explain to me how her and her mom practiced witchcraft and could use dark things to happen in my life. And I told her she was doing the most and I was leaving. So she literally be going to church to try to turn people out. Y'all... So she called me days later crying and saying her son was sick and she had no one to depend on because her baby's father walked out on her when the baby was born years ago. Well, sis, why didn't you put your black magic on your baby daddy that walked out? Because I would have if I was you. If I was on your type of time and you got the freaking powers, bitch, you better use them powers. Because, girl, I felt bad, so I came over to her house and we ended up smashing again. And she calls me her little... Ooh! She called him her little N-word with an E-R at the end. My guy. This is what you get for sleeping with her after she told you. After she told you she wanted you to wear a fucking diaper and piss on her, and you surprised that she called you the N-word with the hard E-R? Are you... I started spazzing on her. The crazy bitch tells me she's so fucked in the head because she had... Oh, damn. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She says she's fucked up in the head because she was intimate with her brother when she was a child. I had a feeling something happened to her that made her... I don't know what sexual abuse and racism... I don't know how those... I don't know. But that's nasty. That's nasty as fuck. And I could see how that could fuck with her head. But I don't see how that makes you a racist. I don't see what's like how that clicks together. Alabama has entered the chat. I feel uncomfortable. I'm about to drink some water. Okay. Okay. He says, I couldn't stay there any longer after hearing that, so I just left. I blocked her number so she wouldn't contact me anymore. She hit me up from different numbers, leaving voicemails, making weird noises, and laughing. She told me that she had a boyfriend and was gonna get him to beat my ass. Which I found out was a lie. She did not have a boyfriend. She's just crazy as fuck. I would pick up her calls sometimes and tell her to stop calling me. She said, who's gonna make me? If you really want me to stop, come over and put your hands on me and make me stop. My homeboy told me I should check her Facebook to see if she's posting crazy shit. So I unblocked her to see that she posted my number on her wall saying, hit this bitch ass N-word again up who enjoyed having things in my ass. Sir, I would have called the police on her. And see, if you live in Florida, you could have got her ass Baker acted. I would have Baker acted that hoe. I would have called the peoples, and I would have been like, yo, she's been through a lot of fucking stress. She's been abused. She has mental illness. She needs help. And her family ain't helping her. Her family is over here collecting urine samples with her ass. Like, they all need help. Baker act the whole fucking family. Because, look, no. And then you got people, no. Why don't you change your number? Change your number. I feel like you need to change your number because, yo, I didn't call the cops because I was ignorant as fuck back then. So eventually 2 weeks go by, the calls stop going from 10 times a day to 2. She leaves me a voicemail saying I need to call her. I'm with a group of people, so I call the number. She tells me that she has an STD and that she gave it to me and that I better start talking to her or she's going to grab a knife, cut me open because no one can have me or cause me pain but her. You need to call the police. Call the I was about to say in my Medea voice, call the popo ho, but I had to stop myself. Like, wow. Right, you got witnesses now. Exactly. She's insane. Everyone I was around curses her out and she doesn't call me back for a week. One day I wake up and I see a text message saying, this is Trina's grandma. I'll be calling the authorities if you continue to bother my innocent granddaughter. She is a church girl who has made some mistakes in her life, but that doesn't give you the right to abuse her physically or emotionally. When did you abuse her? When did you abuse sis? When did you abuse her? When did you abuse her? Innocent who? Innocent where? I agree, Lilith. I feel like that's her texting him, talking about this is so-and-so's grandma. Like, I said, do you really want to know what your granddaughter does behind your back? And I sent her the nudes and pics of her Facebook post. You are petty and I am here for it. You sent grandma the nudes. Oh, wow. You sent grandma the nudes. Oh my God. Where's the water? Oh no. I love that song. Oh my God. Brad, tell me why I never heard from her again. This taught me a lesson. Don't give out your number to just anyone. That's what you learned? That's what you learned? That's what you learned from. Thanks for reading. Love your content. P.S. This is way worse than being a side dude for almost 7 years to the other chick I talked about. Bruh, I remember who you are. You're that dude that moved to Jacksonville and you were in all that drama for 7 years. So you had this shit going on too. My guy, you need to, oh my God, it's not even safe for you in the church. You can't even go to church no more. I remember you, bro. Oh my God, that's crazy. Bruh, your life, you probably the only dude in Jacksonville that can actually say my life a movie and it actually is a movie. Like, that is fucking crazy. Wow. I remember that shit. Did y'all remember that story? Where he was a side dude for 7 years and he kept smashing this girl over and over and over and she had like a whole husband. Wow. Bro, your life is actually a movie. Your life is actually a movie. I'll give that to you because I hate when people come up in this bitch talking about my life a movie and it's not. That was crazy as fuck. You talking about you learn not to give your number to nobody. No. You need to learn to leave crazy bitches alone. The second somebody says, I want to pee on you, you stop. Okay? Just no. No. We're going to move on to the next one. This one is called I Lived in a Trap House. I tried to read this one on the last live, so I really want to get this story out because I have a feeling it's going to be juicy. I feel like this live segment is going to be like the juicier one out of the two. So I'm just going to go ahead and read that and let me know when you guys are ready because I'm ready. All right, y'all ready? Okay. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, we got another guy. So both of these stories have been by guys so far. This is actually very rare. Like, hashtag rare for the Tribe Tees. We got 2 guys. I'm 26 years old for the Tribe, by the way. I came across your channel 2 weeks ago and I instantly fell in love. I honestly think you're one of the realest YouTubers out there. I binge watch your call center story times. So I just want to say thanks again because this one got cut off in the last live and I know you didn't hear it, but thanks again. So he ended up working at a call center, okay? Here is where I met this really nice girl named Kaylee, and we instantly hit it off as friends on the call center floor. We would go on break together, sit next to each other on the floor. She would help me with some calls. We started hanging out outside of work also. We definitely like to turn up on Friday nights, etc. So you know how they say don't live with your friends, especially your friend and fucking coworker? Yeah, it's beyond fucking true. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to? It's like you never get an escape. Like, you never get an escape. Like, why would you want to live in the same house, clock in, clock out, then hang out? Like, you don't ever get any space. Like, that can't be healthy. Callie came into work one day and she was venting how she's sad the other roommate is moving out soon. Mind you, I saw this as the ample opportunity to move the fuck out immediately. Side note, she was living in her friend's house, not her own apartment. Keep that in mind. So since Kaylee and I hung out a lot at the place she was staying at, because I won't call it her place, I grew up close with Kenneth, the actual homeowner. Kenneth was very chill and loved having me over on Fridays to drink and watch movies, barbecues, etc. But people were constantly coming over all the time, like every fucking 30 minutes or so. Come to find out, Kenneth was a drug dealer. Okay. Eventually, when Kenneth got to know me better, he would deal in front of me. Not only was he selling pot, but he was selling dabs, Adderall, painkillers, cocaine, the whole 9 yards. So the old roommate moved out and I moved in. I would have like kind of asked the old roommate why they moved out. Because it's like, okay, you're okay with Kenneth selling drugs and stuff like that, but what if it was a completely different reason as to why she moved out? You get what I'm saying? Because I don't judge people. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. My first apartment, one of my roommates sold drugs. And actually, both of them, one of them thought he was selling drugs, child. He wasn't. But the other one was definitely selling drugs. I didn't mind because he didn't bring that shit to my house. But this dude is serving out the house. And I don't know. I would have asked the other roommate why she moved out. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Why the fuck would I move in? A bitch was fucking desperate and I don't know. Till this day, I don't know why. I moved in, and at first it was pretty tolerable, but things of course escalated. Callie and I grew very distant as friends because I was living with her and we worked together. Exactly, like you'd see in too much of each other. Plus, they would party all the time until like 3 or 4 in the morning. I can honestly say that was the most sleep deprived I've ever been. Make a long story short, shit started going missing and they both would blame it on me. How do you... Of course shit gonna go missing. You got people coming in and out of the damn house. Like, what? One time in particular, I remember Callie called me when I was out at 11 p.m. because the dabs went missing. I came back and my room was torn apart. My bed is on the floor, my clothes are everywhere, etc. This pushed me even further away from this bitch. So I eventually got my schedule changed so I wouldn't have to see her as much. She worked 7 to 3:30 and I worked 2 to 11:30. Damn, you was really not trying to see her. You were like, look, I'll see you for like an hour and 30 minutes when I clock in. But peace. Like, no. I thought this would be better because by the time I was back from work, she'd be asleep or in her room fucked up. I can say it did help with my sanity a little bit, but not a whole lot. Well, we eventually had a falling out over a text message, and at this point, I was literally fucking over this house, Callie and Kenneth's bullshit. I was over the neighborhood coming by. I was over the constant fuckery. A bitch was just done. So I wouldn't talk or even acknowledge Callie's presence one bit, because that bitch would roll her Twitter fingers but wouldn't say shit to me. Okay, so obviously y'all don't have no type of formal lease agreement. You could have just left. You could have just left. Like, honestly, like, it's a homeowner situation. So the homeowner is selling drugs out of his house. You didn't sign no fucking lease. Obviously, there couldn't have been no lease because the other roommate just moved out, like, just off the humbug. So why don't you just leave? So he said she didn't start saying shit to me until April 4th. Let me know, hold on, because I see some of y'all saying some shit. It didn't buffer or anything. Let me know, did it buffer? Did y'all miss anything? Because I've been dealing with buffering all freaking day and I'm a spaz. Okay, it didn't buffer? Okay, because I saw some people talking about buffering and I'm like, look, if it buffers one more time, YouTube's gonna have to see me. Okay. So he said, that bitch would roll her Twitter fingers but wouldn't say shit to me until April 4th of 2018. He has the dates, okay? This whole time, I'm saving and looking for apartments, etc. I can tolerate Kenneth because he's an okay person for a drug dealer. Well, damn, are all drug dealers just supposed to be like evil people? But Callie was just a fucking bitch who was fucked up all the time. So it's about 8:30 in the morning and Kenneth just left for his real job, besides that narcos life. And I'm half asleep, half awake. And I hear this loud ass banging noise from upstairs. By the way, my room was downstairs and hers was right above mine. Callie apparently isn't at work and I just assume she's fucked up and moving furniture. The noise stops eventually and then Callie comes into the living room and puts heavy metal music on blast. She starts banging on the door, banging pots and pans, kicking the door. Finally, I said, fuck this shit. I'm gonna curse this bitch out. I open the door and literally confront her. She's screaming, get the fuck out of my house, you're a thief, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, Naja, this is not her house. She doesn't pay rent. She don't pay rent? She don't pay rent. Are her and Kenneth smashing? Why is she allowed to stay there and not pay rent and just do all these drugs? And then you don't pay rent. Why do you have a job? Right, she paying some kind of way. Okay. I'm thinking, how am I a thief? I don't smoke weed. I don't do dabs. I don't do drugs except drink a lot of wine or vodka when I turn up. Same, sis. Like, that's like me living with somebody that does Xanax or has anxiety and they got to take Xanax. And I don't do pills and shit. And then they lose their Xanax and they're like, oh, Naja, you took the Xanax. And it's like, yo, I don't even do that. Even when I did drugs, I didn't like the way it felt. Like, I don't do that. Like, Maybe your fucked up ass lost it, like, because you're always fucked up. Like, that could be a possibility, right? Okay. Okay. Bitch, if you're mad we ain't friends, that's on you, boo. But get over it. So she's screaming in my face. She's looking fucking possessed, and I mean possessed. I stood there with my arms crossed, very still and tense, and just ready. She's acting a fool in my face, and the whole time my blood is boiling. I'm ready to curb stomp this bitch. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Okay, you're a sir. I hope you don't curb stomp her, okay? Look, I'm gonna need you not to curb stomp her, sir. Okay? Don't curb stomp her, sir. You will go to jail. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. So she chest bumped me. I remember saying, you're an asshole and don't fucking touch me, bitch. Callie threw Kenneth's stereo remote at the wall and broke it. Callie's all huffing and puffing like a damn gremlin. I started to walk away to grab a Coke because I was dehydrated from her anger. Then Callie put a hole in my face. This bitch punched me. I let her guard down and she hit me. Mind you, even though I'm a gay man, I felt I couldn't beat her ass. Exactly, because I wasn't going to assume and call you gay, but some gay guys think that they can fight girls. And it's like, you're still a man. No. Stop. Like, no. But she is out of fucking pocket. If I was you, I would have had to throw something back at her ass. Like, right, like, is this WWE? What is going on? So Callie is on the phone with her friend Brittany, and they're talking mad shit about me. I'm just so heated, I decided to calmly get ready for work. Fucking 5 hours early. Clean the hole and my face. As I'm leaving, she's behind me screaming in my ear, calling me slurs, and that she hates me. I burst out into tears when I get in my car, and I call my homegirl I've known for 9 years and tell her the situation. And she's ready to fight this bitch. That's what you're supposed to do. Call your homegirl up and be like, look, I can't touch this bitch, but this bitch needs to be touched, okay? But at the end of the day, I truly had nowhere to go. I called Kenneth and I told him the entire situation, and all he cared about was the broken remote control. So I get off work and I'm dreading going back to the trap house. I get there and there's fucking 15 people over. I went to my room and Callie destroyed some of my shit and my phone charger was missing. I was fucking heated. Like, what the fuck? Is this Bad Girls Clubhouse? That's it. I stormed out of my room. Well, I won't call it my room or my house, FYI, because I fucking hated that place. She's sitting on the couch with her boyfriend and friends. I'm tearing through shit looking for my phone charger. I'm talking mad shit, but yet nobody has anything to say. So Kenneth comes in the room trying to help me, which we all know he doesn't give a fuck. I find my charger and then I stay quiet. Why? Because I'm plotting. Look, I would have just had to leave my stuff there because it's already infested and ugly and just... Because how many times are you going to clean the same room? Like, let's be real. I would have left my stuff there, took my valuables, and just went back to my mama's house because no, not... But he said he plotting now, and this better be a good plot. Fast forward a month and a half later, I get my own apartment. Congrats! I am so happy about that, because I was about to say, like, I would have just moved back to my mama's house, but if you have the funds to get your own spot, that is awesome. That is so awesome. Okay. So, I got my own apartment, and I tell nobody that I'm moving. I slowly start moving my shit out into my car daily, dropping it off at my dad's place, etc. It's June 4th, 2018, and it's my move out / move in date. Kenneth and Callie are at work, and I'm about to dip the fuck out. I know that's right. I was petty because I should have took the higher road, but that bitch destroyed my shit and put trash everywhere. Well, I'm just gonna put a little trash in your bedroom and in your life, ho. I went into Callie's room and poured bleach on her ugly ass shoes, her clothes, her bed. I then got mustard and ketchup and wrote my name on the mattress. I got the trash out of her bathroom, which contained tampons, pads, and clumps of hair, and let it fall behind me as I walked down the stairs to leave. That was my exit. I've never spoken to them since. I moved back to Atlanta and things have gotten better. They did call me a lot that night, but I blocked them and moved on. Thanks for reading. Bye. Wow. Wow, you didn't live in the trap house. You lived in the bad girls clubhouse, basically. But my question is, like, so when you got your new spot, like, how did you, like, afford to pay rent? So, like, did you just have a new job set up in Atlanta, or what? I know that living in Atlanta is, like, not expensive at all. So maybe that's why. But look, Bad Girls Club drug dealer edition, exactly. Like, I'm just like, look, I could not have lived in that situation. I would never even have moved in though, because no. Mm-mm. Not I. Not I. Could not have done it. No. Could not have done it. Not I. Like, I would have been... I couldn't even live in, like, a situation like that where people are coming in and out of my house all the time. Like, no. So this one is called Friends with Benefits. And this one actually has a question at the end. So this person wants some advice. Okay. So, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I am so fucking hungry. I am starving right now. Oh my God. I have a whole hour left to do for this live, and like, I'm so starving. I hope my boyfriend brings some food home because, bitch, I'm hungry. But okay. It's called Friends with Benefits Never Works Out. Hey Naja, I'd like to be kept anonymous. My name is Sis said, my name is Boo Boo the Fool, obviously. I'm 21 and I'm a Cancer. Well, happy Cancer season to you. This one is on May 8th, this story. So, just to maybe give you reference on my decision making, this story will be about my friends with benefits. So we'll call him Cody. Cody and I met on a dating app 3 or 4 years ago, and we talked for a month or two until he told me he only wanted to smash, and I wasn't going for that because I was still a virgin. He kept up with me on Snapchat for those years, and he messaged me once, and that's when we started talking again. We immediately hit it off like we were both new people talking. I lost my virginity when I was 20, so at this point in my life, I really enjoyed having a good, safe sex and vibing with the guy I really feel like deserves the biscuit. And those are my only intentions with him, because I initially didn't even like him like that. See, y'all need to watch out for people like that, well, guys like that, because like, when you talk to a dude and all they want to do is hit it and quit it, and you're like, oh, I'm a virgin, blah, blah, blah. They gonna sit on that shit. Men have patience, like a whole different type of patience than women have patience when it comes to getting they eggplant emoji in check. They will literally wait, and they're like, it's been like 3 years. I'm pretty sure she's gave it up to the fuckboy by now. Hit you up, sure enough, you're not a virgin anymore. You don't care about having sex no more. And then they slither their way ass on in. Y'all gotta watch out for dudes like that, okay? Watch out, because if they care so much that you're a virgin, that's not the one for you. They be plotting. Okay? So, we talked about the boundaries of our relationship, and I thought everything would be great considering I've had successful friends in the past. He immediately starts to speak to me in a way that I don't like to be spoken to when talking to a friend with benefits. Things that you'd only say to a person you're considering a serious relationship with. Nothing disrespectful or anything, just going too far with the sweet talk. Like, damn, I've already told you you'll get the biscuit, so you don't have to do all this. Just friend talk me, bruh. By the way, we have not met in person yet at this point. Okay, you can't be friends with benefits and be like... I thought friends with benefits were supposed to be people that are already friends, and then you add the benefits. Which I don't understand friends with benefits at all. If, like, when I was single, if I wanted to hook up, I don't want to know you, like that. Like, I don't want to be friends with you. Like, that's weird. But people that like to do that or whatever, I thought friends with benefits is somebody you're already friends with, who you already established a relationship with, and then the benefits come after that. You trying to force this man to be your friend when he just wants the biscuit. Like, you want to be friends, he just wants to be a hookup. T. He even sent me money once when I was extra broke. I high-key felt like this was a relationship because he was always there for me and making sure I was okay. But he sent me this bitch said he sent her a weenus pic. And it looked like I couldn't do anything with it because I'm... Bless. And it looked like I couldn't do anything with it because I'm a chubby bunny and it wasn't going to make it past the starting line. But I really liked his conversation and he was so transparent with me. So we planned for him to come to my house and we just chilled, vibed, and his energy was just great in person. But the hookup was garbage. We went out to eat and he really made me feel great though. Felt like a date to me. After this, I didn't want him anymore because there was no purpose. The sex wasn't good and I wasn't trying to catch feelings. But he told me how much of a good time he had with me, that we planned to see each other again. The sex got better. We got more close and intimate and I was like, oh, you're my boyfriend. And girl, you're getting lost. You're getting lost in the sauce. You're getting lost in the sauce. He didn't want me to be with anybody else. He treated me like a princess and we talked nonstop all day. Good morning to good night. Later, I got pregnant and shortly had a miscarriage. Oh, Jesus. Now, I did say I like safe sex, so we did go get checked together. I was on birth control and I still got checked every 3 months just because. He was very supportive but also didn't understand how much it hurt me, although I do not want to have children at the moment. I think this was the start of my feelings and what fucked me all the way up. Next time he saw me, he came bearing gifts. And after that, I told him how much I really liked him and appreciated him for all the things he does and being there for me all the time. And I asked if we were a thing because it really felt like it. Girl, you done did all this stuff with him. You done got pregnant by him. Unfortunately, the baby miscarried. You guys went through a miscarriage together. And now you're asking this person, what are we? Like, Jesus, that is a lot to go through having uncertainty. Like, that's a lot to go through emotionally having uncertainty. Like, he told me we weren't a thing and he doesn't want a relationship, even though he was doing everything a man would do in a real relationship. I was extra hurt, although we had set those boundaries. Sis, as soon as you started getting feelings, fuck it, as soon as you got knocked up, like, as soon as you catch feelings, that shit's off. It's over. It's over. Like, because now it's not friends with benefits anymore. Now you're catching feelings. And, like, y'all weren't even friends to start with. So what did you expect? I felt like he was leading me on for no reason. He really isn't. He's like, bruh, he told you he don't want no relationship. He just having fun. And I'm pretty sure you're not the only person that he's fucking with. Just saying. I had lost our baby, found comfort in him. He rejects me, and now my depression has come back with a vengeance. We kept talking about us, and he keeps telling me no, and reasons why he doesn't want us to is because of his last relationship. That he liked me but didn't want that. Although he tweets every now and then that he wants a wife and things of that nature. My depression is smothering me at this point, and I tell him that if I hurt myself, it'd be because of him. Okay, now sis, that's very manipulative. I'm gonna need you to tone it down a notch. Stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. Because you're all up in your head and you wilding right now. And he's living his best life. Obviously, and this is going to be so shitty to hear, but obviously you don't have something that he wants that he deems as wifey material. And that's fine. I have qualities that other people might not deem wifey material, and I am chilling. Like, you really need to chill and move the fuck on. Take this as a learning experience that you cannot handle a friends with benefits situation, and that you most likely need to try and find a relationship with somebody else. Because what you're doing right now is toxic. That's not cool. Like, that's not cool. He signed up for something and you agreed to it, and now you're trying to rip up the contract and be like, how dare you follow the rules of the contract. Like, child. He tells me that he cannot talk to me anymore and that he'd pray for me. I'm sorry, sis, but I would have said the same thing to you. I had a fit. Even though I would have done the same if someone I cared about said that to me. Later that night, he changed his mind and we still talked. My therapist and I came to the solution to let him go. Girl, you needed to go see a therapist to figure out that. Okay. So I did. I deleted everything. I was heartbroken, but I felt good at the same time. But he came back a month or two later. So I'm thinking he wants me. Although I was short texting him, somehow we got back on the topic of him not wanting me. Like, what the fuck are you here for, my dude? Leave me alone. We now come to the agreement of only being friends with no sex. That didn't work. Girl, you need to leave him alone, period. Like, stop talking to him. No friendship, no nothing. Like, leave him alone. Y'all were not even friends to start with. Like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. That didn't work out because we are still having sex and acting basically like we are together to this day. He's still acting like he wants me and he's being so sweet and shit, but has recently told me for a third time that he doesn't want a relationship, although I really didn't ask this time. Now he's trying to make sure you know, like, look, I do not want a relationship. This man is playing you right now. He's playing you because he knows that every fucking time he hits you up, you gonna give it to him. Like, you really need to leave him alone and do what your therapist said, block him. When your therapist said delete him off everything and block him, how the fuck was he able to contact you back a month later? You didn't block him. You need to block him. You need to cancel him. Like, our chemistry is so great. We get each other. We're there for each other, and the sex is passionate, fun, and it's getting better. Girl, obviously he's not there for you, because if he was there for you, he would have wiped you up. Like, he drives 3 hours to see me frequently, and we're best friends. If he was your best friend, he would not be sleeping with you and not claiming you. There's a difference when people are married and they be like, oh, I'm married to my best friend, than you fucking your best friend. And that ain't your best friend, because best friends don't hurt each other. The delusion is real with this one. He has agreed that all these feelings are mutual. I think the best friendship relationship is what's keeping me. There's so much potential in this relationship. Girl, what relationship? He don't want a relationship with you. He don't want a relationship with you. He just wants to fuck. He don't want a relationship with you. Like, sis. I almost went a whole year with him just being my partner. I recently got someone who is well endowed, and I know for a fact that sex is nothing to me, and that is his personality and spirit. By the way, I am now taking medication and seeing a therapist for my depression. That's good to hear. And I'm doing way better, so that's not really a problem at the moment. What should I do, y'all? Try to stop talking to him again? Yes. How do I get over him? Block him. Delete him from everywhere. He's playing mind games with you. You think that that's your best friend. He don't think you his best friend. And it's not rare for a dude to drive 3 to 6 hours to get some biscuit. It's not rare. Leave him alone. He just got his bachelor's degree in pre-med, and I'm high-key trying to get this man because he's perfect to me. If he wanted you, he would have wiped you in the beginning. If he wanted you, he would have wiped you in the beginning. Girl, you looking real crazy out here. You're not listening to your therapist. I'm very glad that you're taking your medication, but you're not listening to your therapist, because it's like, you have to do both. You have to listen to your therapist and take your medication. So if you take your medication, it's helping you mentally, chemically, but you also have to do the physical work, which is block him, delete him, so that way everything just flows together and you can actually progress. You're not progressing right now. You are stuck in the same spot expecting different results, and that's the definition of insanity. Like, sis, you need to stop talking to him. He doesn't, and I know you think he respects you, and I know you think he doesn't respect you. He doesn't. He doesn't respect you, because me personally, if I was in that situation and I was him, the second you called me your boyfriend, I would have been like, okay, so we need to stop doing this because this ain't it, and I don't want to hurt you. Like, that's what I'm saying. If he was really your best friend, he wouldn't want to hurt you, and he would be like, okay, yeah, this ain't it. We got to stop doing this because I actually care about you and I don't want to hurt you. He don't care for you, and I'm so sorry, but he doesn't. Like, he doesn't. You really need to cut him off, take your medication, and learn how to love yourself again, because you have Miguel, you have an obsession with him at this point. Like, you really need to just chill. Seriously. Because you over here talking about, oh, I need to stick with him because he a pre-med. You're going to be looking real crazy when he gets that bag and then he goes and wipes up another girl and you just been straggling along for all these years. Like, sis, looking crazy out here in these streets, man. The next story is, I think I almost got kidnapped. Let me know when y'all are ready. But yeah, I'm looking at y'all in the comments right now, and I'm agreeing with everything that y'all are saying pretty much. Like, for sure. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, how was I sitting before? Okay. Alright, it's called I Think I Almost Got Kidnapped. Hey Nadja, my name is Bree and I'm from Toledo. I've been watching you since your nipple piercing video and I've seen every video since. Love your personality and I think you're gorgeous. Thanks sis, I appreciate it. Anyways, sorry if this is long. It's not that long in my opinion. Last night I was driving home from work and I hit a pothole and blew a tire. I would have been pissed as fuck. I pulled over mad as fuck and called my boyfriend to come get me / help me change my tire. I didn't know how to do so myself. Ladies, I'm really gonna need y'all to learn how to change your own tire. I was forced to learn how to change tires when I got my second car because that car was a hot ass fucking mess. Guys, do not buy Mazda 3s. They're a fucking mess. And I had an alignment issue and I constantly had to replace my own tires. So that's how I learned. Get on YouTube, learn how to change a tire. It's not even hard, bruh. It's really not. It was late, around 11 p.m. at night, and I was in a super sketchy neighborhood. I had to wait maybe 20 minutes for him to get there, and the whole time I'm sitting there angry and scared. When my boyfriend finally pulled up, I got out of my car and we went and got my spare. He was trying to prop my car up. It ended up falling, freaking me out. That's happened to me before, and it scared the fuck out of me. Make sure when you're changing your tires, put your emergency brake on, okay? Because this one was not smart back in the day. But anyway, so there was a lot of car traffic going on around us, and one car was like 2 feet away from hitting me. A white car pulled up behind my boyfriend's, and a man came out holding a power tool. He walked over to us like he knew us or something and started to ask about my tire. I looked at his shirt and it had a company name that made it seem like he was possibly from a tow service or something, so I asked him about it. He told us he was called by a girl about a Dodge Dart, my type of car, which made a huge alarm go off in my head. The only person I called to come and help me was my boyfriend. I don't know, I'm not getting kidnapper vibes. It's kind of sus, but for all you know, somebody could have been watching you in the neighboring area and have been like, hey, there's a girl fucked up out here, like, help her out. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. So I told the guy about the pothole, and he mumbled about how there was a lot more than potholes out here. The guy told us a bit of advice to keep our car from falling, and then went back to his car and took off, leaving me totally confused and freaked out. When I tried to tell my boyfriend that I didn't think that man was actually a tow guy, he drove up in a small white car, not a tow truck. Anyways, my boyfriend shrugged it off. Am I crazy for thinking that man had different intentions when pulling up? I keep thinking that if my boyfriend hadn't shown up before that man did, what would have happened? I hope no one else is going through this. Stay safe, tribe, and don't get out of your car in bad areas while alone at night. I agree. I would not get out of my car if this was going on, and I would wait until like somebody came. But I don't know, that doesn't really take me as being sketchy, because I don't know, did he say that you wanted a tow? Because I've had people come and help me with my car and they didn't have a truck with AAA, and they'll just come like I don't really think he was trying to kidnap you. Yeah, I don't think he was trying to kidnap you. What do y'all think? She said, I don't care, it seems pretty normal to me. Right. So actually talking about my heart started racing for no reason. It said, I've blown a tire before and someone came up to me. Right. Like, it doesn't seem that strange. So this one is called The Utter Chaos and Ratchetry The Tribe Needs, a Ratchet Chronicle. Okay. Let me know when y'all are ready for this, because I need us to get back. I need us to get back into it, you know. I need us to get back into it. Let me know when y'all are ready, because I'm ready. I feel like a spy or something with this damn turtleneck. Right, it better live up to the title, right? Okay. Hey Nadja, my name is Cameron and I'm 19 years old. You can use my name in the live, I don't mind. I've been watching you for a long while, and girl, I love all your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, sis. I appreciate you. I guess it's appropriate to let you know I'm a Capricorn. It's not necessary, but if you want to tell us, you can. Shout out to all the Capri Squad. That's what y'all calling yourself? Capri Squad? Capri Squad? Okay. This is really just one of my crazy relationship stories, but I'd like to hear what y'all think of this shit. Anyway, this story's about to be long as fuck and ratchet as fuck. Honestly, I used to be batshit crazy, but I've grown out of that now, thankfully. Some background to this story. Me and my ex, we will call Jack, dated for 2 years, 2016 to the beginning of 2018. He is a Taurus, so he was ridiculously stubborn. Me and him really loved each other, but we both have now agreed that some things just fizzle out in our life. Our love life was one of them. Okay. This started in November 2016 when I lost my virginity to this dumb little boy, Jack. Jack instantly cuffed me, and that was that. I had never had a boyfriend or even kissed a boy before him, so I was whipped. Things were good for the first 9 months or so until he started to put out them red flags, girl. It started with getting nude snaps from random females to not answering his phone for hours when we talked pretty much every day, all day. Look, he would have had to been gone. He would have gone. Who? Like, sir, you gotta go. I don't care how, you gotta go. Nope. I kept trying to fix him or make him love me more, whatever I could do to get him to stay. He would lie constantly, and I caught him so many times. That brings us to our first breakup. One morning, I had woke up and called him because he had stayed over at one of his homeboys' house. Little did I know they were rolling with 2 bitches doing God knows what. Luckily, girl, I was staying at my homegirl's house, and she lived right next to Jack's friend. It is time to pull up. It's time to pull up. Somebody's getting slapped up, and it's gonna be Jack. It's not gonna be the girls. Jack is getting slapped the fucked up. Right, talking about homeboys. Right, no. So the crazy bitch in me comes out, and I think to myself, I should pull the fuck up. But I thought that was doing the most, so I decided on a drive-by, just to scope the scene. Big mistake, girl. So I'm approaching the neighborhood that he's in, and I look in, and guess what I saw in the driveway, girl? A car. Not just any car. A car I was familiar with because apparently this girl was just friends with my boyfriend. How did I know it was her car? When me and Jack were dating, she would come swoop us up, and we would make fat moves to Seattle, getting dummy lit. What are you talking? What is this slang? Out here, all while she flirts with my dude and snaps him on her snap and shit. We will name her Thought. So anyways, girl, the car. I see the car, and it's like I see red. So I circle back and pulled in and parked my vehicle. I walked up and knocked on the door. Keep in mind, it's like 9 a.m., girl, so I was thinking I'm waking them up. So Jack's friend answers the door and has the audacity to tell me my boyfriend doesn't want to talk. So at this point, I'm mad irritated. I ask him why Thought's car is out there. He looked shook. My dude, all of a sudden, I see 2 females walk out of his room. Behind him, that's when I started getting a little rowdy. Whose house is this? Whose house is this? Like, where are the parents? Whose house is this? Is this... What's going on here? What's going on here? Like, what? Okay. I started getting a little rowdy. I'm gonna admit, this is where I started losing control. Keep in mind, I've never been put in this type of situation. I yell for him to get Jack, and Jack walks out and tells me to get the fuck out. I'm mad tripping because we're supposed to still be together. So, I see a rock. Oh no. Oh no, sis. Oh no. Daniel, if you're watching this, can you please get me some food? Like, I'm fucking dying. Like, I just want, like, a sandwich or something. Like, I just need... I'm just hungry. Like, I'm trying to drink water to help the hunger. God damn it. I'm so fucking hungry. But okay. We got 20 more. Wait, we got 26 more minutes. And then this is all going to be over. But your girl is hungry. I could thug it out for 26 minutes. But I need some food. Okay, hold on. Let me get from where? I don't know. Where should I get a sandwich from? I don't know. Give me like a Publix sub or some shit. Like, just give me like a Publix sub or something. I've never had any sandwiches from the Wawa. I'm scared that it would be nasty. Like, give me like a turkey Publix sub or like a Jimmy John's. Or we don't even have a Jimmy John's over here. But just give me a sub, Daniel. I would love you and appreciate you. But okay, so back to the story. Okay, back to the story. Sis sees a rock. Okay, a nice sized rock. You know, pretty hefty. She's getting on my damn nerves. Could break glass if we needed to. So I calmly act like I'm walking away, and I snatch that rock so quick, I turn around and tell them to get Jack's ugly ass out here or I'm breaking her windows. Yes, I know I'm crazy as fuck. Dumbass dude says no, so naturally I turn around and start running my ass to her car, rock in hand and crying. Before I even make it 5 feet, I ate absolute shit in front of everyone there on the concrete. I was bloody and all. They all laughed. It only pissed me off more. So I got in my car and parked it outside of their driveway in front of a mailbox, illegal as fuck, and got out with my keys, making sure to leave the car running. You got out with my keys, making sure to leave the car running. So you like took the key off of the thingy? Because you can't, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't undo the keys and keep the car running. God tried to stop you. God tried to stop you. God was like, look, you better stop. Or to push to start. There's 19-year-olds with push to start cars. Okay, damn, fancy, rich, much. Anyway, at the time she was 16, right? She said she was 16. She got a push start car. Okay, rich, money. She got money. Anyway, I take off my shoes and leave them in the car and run up to this female's car, keying the absolute fuck out of it as they stood in the doorway thinking I wasn't really gonna do it. Once they heard it though, sweetheart, them motherfuckers were chasing me. I ran my ass to my car and pulled the fuck off as I apologized to the mailman who was probably wondering what the hell was going on. But that wasn't good enough for me, girl. I took my ass to the store and bought a nice dozen of eggs. You are going hard. Drove back to the house they were at. The girls were outside sitting in their car, and Jack and his friends are standing in the doors, probably telling them how crazy I was. Anyways, this is the perfect for me. As I pull into the parking lot, I grab my carton of eggs and start chucking them at the group and her car. The girls drove off close and hit a fence on their way out, obviously because I'm psycho as fuck, and they were scared I would be too. What? Okay, so at this moment, I knew we were done. Keep in mind, this is just the first breakup in this toxic-ass relationship. I drove back to my homegirl's house and told her everything I did, and she told me I'm a crazy person, and she kept it real with me. She is my Virgo companion, so I can always count on her. I never had to pay for any damages or anything, and if I'm being totally honest, I don't regret it one bit. I mean, yeah, it was crazy, and I would never do something like that over a boy again, but I think it was justice well served. Not really. Like, I would have keyed his car and fucked up his shit. You messed up that girl's stuff when it's just like, girl, your man needed to be checked. Your man needed to be checked. That might be an unpopular opinion, but oh well, sis. I guess that's it. I have so many other stories. Hopefully this one is juicy enough. Tribe, have you guys done anything like this? I can make a part 2 because I have so many ratchet, crazy chronicles from high school. Looking forward to this in the Tribe tea. Well, sis, I have definitely done some fuck shit, but I've never done it over a boy. Like, I've never done it over a boy. Like, I've definitely done some fuck shit, though. I've definitely broken some windows and shit, people's shit, but never over a boy, just because I felt tried. Because I feel like friendship backstabbing is way worse than anything. What kind of sandwich? I told you I want, like, a turkey sandwich. Like, they got turkey sandwiches at Publix. A Southwest wrap is cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm down for that. Southwest wrap is awesome. Do you want a turkey leg? Of course, I'm always down for a turkey leg, but there ain't nowhere to buy no damn turkey legs over here. I could do a Southwest wrap. But the girl's zodiac sign was she was a Capricorn. I don't know if that even matters, but yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, girl, you should have been fucking up his shit. And you were like, that's the first time y'all broke up, so you stayed together? Girl. Girl. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one. Hold on. Let me find one. This one is called The Gullible Side Chick Story. Let me know when y'all are ready. Oh, and sorry for all the people that are watching this in future tense and you hear me talking to Daniel about sandwiches and shit. Yeah, sorry. If you guys are looking at the chat, it makes sense, but sorry. But here we go. This is The Gullible Side Chick Story. Hey Naja, I just want to say first that I love your videos and I've been watching since the Office skit. What's goody? I'm probably going to do a skit this week, actually, so that's what's up. Please keep me anonymous because I have a YouTube channel as well. Sure thing. This story happened in 2017 when I was 20 going on 21. We can name the guy in this story Speedy because he used to, because he, the way he has sexual relations is fast. That's what I'm going to say. Girl, okay. I first met Speedy at my ex's friend's house when we all decided to match each other one day. I thought Speedy was fine as fuck and he thought the same about me. I decided to shoot my shot and get his number. The next day he pulled up to my house to match again. We sat in the car and talked for a while when he told me that he was still living with his supposedly ex-girlfriend. I was cool with it because he told me he wasn't fucking with her like he used to and said that she was crazy, like every fuckboy says about their girlfriend. Right, sir, why don't you move out? What's forcing you? And even if you are on the lease, why don't you just send her some money and go live with your parents until that's just paid off? Or why don't you walk your ass up to the leasing office and get your name off the damn lease and she could stay there? Like, or like you said, Zoe, or maybe he's just a bum and he doesn't have any money and he's mooching off of her. Most likely is what's going on. In the middle of conversation, I brought up sex, and as soon as I did, he got super excited and said that he wanted to have sex with me. I was shocked because I barely knew him and I wasn't expecting that from him. For the next 3 days I was with him, he was trying his hardest in convincing me to have sex with him. By day 3, I gave in. Sis, he told you straight up. He told you straight up, look, I'm still living with my ex. I'm a bum. And I want to have sex. And you were just like, okay. All right, yeah, sure. Let's run it. Like, what? What, sis? What? I know you fucking lying in my Zoe voice. I know you motherfucking lying. Okay. So, by day 3, I gave in, but there was one problem. He didn't like condoms, so we had sex unprotected. Sis. You know for a fact, whenever a dude says, I don't like condoms, and he's saying he lived with his girlfriend, that means he's fucking other bitches with no condoms. He told me over and over again that he wouldn't get me pregnant because his pull-out game was strong. If I had a nickel, shit, if I had a penny every time. Okay. So, and he told me he was only having sex with me. I believed him like a dumbass. For the next couple months, while fucking with Speedy, he would constantly complain about his ex-girlfriend. One time he told me that they got into a huge fight, that she pulled a knife out on him and threatened to cut his balls off. Sis, you better leave him alone for she fucking cut your titties off. Like, girl, my gullible ass didn't question him about what he did to provoke her on pulling out a knife. I used to ask him why he didn't just move out if she was making his life such hell, but he always had an excuse like he couldn't break his lease or he didn't have anywhere to go. He used to piss me off when he would tell me he wanted to be with me, but continued to complain about his ex-girlfriend. This one day I seen him was the last straw. My boy cousin and Speedy came over one day to wash clothes at my house because Speedy's washer broke down and he came to complain about his ex again. Speedy was telling me that his ex-girl was walking around the house half naked while my boy cousin was there and even bent over in front of him in a sexual way. Speedy was telling me that he started crying because his ex didn't have any respect for him and my boy cousin was vouching for him in front of me like I was supposed to give a damn. Plus, I barely... Okay, so let me get this. Your boy cousin is in on it too? Your boy cousin is in on it too because it's like, bruh, I'm pretty sure your boy cousin knows that Speedy is still with his ex. Like, shady. Because if that really was his ex, your cousin would have just been like, bro, that's not even like your girl anymore. Like, I don't see the big deal. Like, that's why I'm like, shady. I barely talked to my cousin, so his opinion was irrelevant. I was annoyed because I felt like he only came over to wash clothes, complain about his dirty ass ex-girlfriend, when all I wanted was some of that Speedy Gonzalez eggplant emoji. Bitch, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Like, what the fuck? Which I did get, but I started to lose interest because he was being extra clingy for no reason. I finally cut him off 2 weeks later because I got tired of playing side chick and I needed to focus on school. He was pissed and I hung out with him again after months of begging him to see me, but I finessed him for some weed. Thanks for reading my story and I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully this story teaches girls not to be a side chick. Sorry the story was so long. Thanks again and love you. Honestly, I was expecting like the climax of the story to be like, and then I found out that wasn't his ex, that was his girl. But you didn't even like, I hope by now you realize though that was like his girlfriend. Like, you weren't just a side chick to another woman in the sense where it's like all of his attention is on her and then you on the side. Like, that was his girlfriend, and I hope you know that. And if I was you, I would have reached out to her and I would have been like, look, I don't fuck with him no more because I'm starting to get a feeling, with your gullible behind at the time, that this is your man and not your ex-man, and I just want you to know that we've been doing XYZ, and I ain't fucking with him no more. And that would probably tip her over the scale and make her actually cut his balls off. Like, T. Right, no using condoms, like a whole mess. Dodged a whole bullet. Because if you got pregnant, that would have been awful if you would have got pregnant. I'm trying to find another story. Sorry, I got really quiet. Right, people really do need to start using protection, like, seriously. Like, bruh. Are you guys ready to move? We got another side chick story coming up, y'all. We got another side chick story. Sis, I hope that you were clean, you got tested after your little situationship with him. Right, like, he's talking about, we need an update from her. Like, what's going on, sis? Like, did you really leave him alone? I'm hoping that you really did leave him alone, but here we go. So, this one is called The Time I Found Out I Was His Side Hoe and I Ended Up Dating His Brother. Hot girl summer, let's go. No, this is more of a, this is more of like a city girl summer. The difference is, city girl summer is when you be scamming and shit, and then, you know, doing real scandalous behavior, you know. Hot girl summer is like when you on your free-spirited, you know, I'm out here, I'm twerking, I'm having a good time. You know, I might sleep with a dude, but I'm using the condom, you know, I'm chilling. We at the beach with my girls. Hot girl summer. Alabama summer. Alabama summer is when I'm done. I cannot. Okay. I can't. All right. Okay. Right. I subscribe to Hot Girl Summer. I am very Hot Girl Summer because you can have a Hot Girl Summer and have a man, be faithful, and, you know, do your thing. Just be safe, Hot Girl Summer. What's good? What's up? So this is a city girl summer story. I can just tell. All right. She said, okay, so I don't really use Messenger nor Facebook unless I need to contact my dad's side of the family, or talk to my first boyfriend, now ex-best friend. Let's call him Day. Anyway, I hadn't been on Facebook in a good minute. I'm talking a couple months to a year. Sis, I haven't been on Facebook in like 3 years. Facebook is toxic. I haven't been on Facebook in 3 years. So I uploaded new pictures on there so my family has something to look at. Anyway, I got a ton of friend requests and I was like, I don't use this anyway, so I might as well accept them. Long story short, me and this dude, let's call him JD, start talking. I was feeling it because me and Day, having a dating history and going to the same school at a point in time, had a very flirty relationship. Day was in a way emotionally abusive. He used to tease me about my weight and my insecurities and made me feel dependent on him. Throw the whole Day away. Like, no sir, we don't, no. The main men that be trying to break girls down for their appearance just be ashy and musty. Like, have y'all noticed that? The main dudes that be like, oh, be trying to pick you down, talking about, oh, you're overweight, and oh, your hair this, and oh, blah, blah, be musty and ashy all the time. Like, don't be having fingernails be dirty as fuck. Like, no. He basically made me feel dependent on him, but still flirted with me and opened up to me from time to time. I was head over heels in love with Day, on and off again. Anyway, JD treated me every way I wish Day treated me. I caught myself falling fast and hard. I even openly talked on the phone with him in front of my mom. I'm usually secretive about relationships, so that was a big step. Anyway, JD lives in Alabama and Day lives here, hence how we went to school together. One day, me and JD were on the phone and his brother, let's call him Nick, started flirting with me when JD left. And JD came back and was like, why are you talking to my girl? I don't know why, but that shit turned me on high key. I was like, ooh, yes, claim me. Why was he? Right, somebody said, I knew it was an Alabama summer, right? Like, this ain't a hot girl summer no more, this is Alabama summer, blah. Okay. Anyway, me and Nick became close. Sis, what are you doing? Who do you love? Bitch, who do you love? Like, who are you with? Do you want to be with Day, with his mentally abusive ass? Do you want to be with JD? Do you want to be with Nick? Confusion. I am confusion. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, me and Nick became close. Sometimes he'd call me on his own. Other time he'd call me from JD's account. Me and JD had been dating for a couple months when I found out that I was actually a side piece. I've been writing, ooh, she said, I have been writing smut erotica for 5 years. How do you get that job? Sis, are you getting paid? Because if you getting paid, I'm going to need you to hit me up because I could write some real nasty shit in a book, bitch, and get some coin. Let me know. If you are getting paid, if you getting paid for writing them, let me know because, bitch, it better. Ooh, I'm gonna be so mad, Gonzalez. If you say Wattpad, I'm gonna be mad. If you say Wattpad, I'm gonna be mad. If this is like your career, you say you've been doing it for 5 years. If it's your career and you getting paid, let me know because look, I can write some real nasty shit. Okay, so let me know. Anyway, she says because of that, she's really skilled at phone sex and sexting. Anyway, I was on the phone with JD and I was making him a nasty piece. And I asked him what he wanted the girl character's name to be, and he used his supposed ex's name. Long story short, I found out and asked Day more about it, and he told me. So me and Day started talking more on the phone. I still remain friends with JD though. Anyway, Day called me one night and upset because his girl cheated on him. He got her a plane ticket and was going to surprise her. Okay, I'm confused. So none of these boys are your boyfriends. Okay? You're talking to Day, you're talking to JD, and you're talking to Nick, JD's brother. I am confusion. I'm trying to break it down. So, now it's like you're focusing your attention on different guys. Okay. So, anyway, we talked all night about it and he confessed he had feelings for me and he hated not telling me JD was only using me and wasn't serious. JD and Day are half brothers, So you keeping it all in the family. So Day and JD are half brothers. Nick and JD are full brothers, which means that Nick and Day are half brothers, which means that. All right, sis. Anyway, me and Day started talking more, falling asleep on the phone, getting dressed, and helping each other pick outfits on video chat. He started asking if it's okay if he sent me money and gifts. I was hesitant because I felt guilty for taking Day behind JD's back, even if he did use me and do me dirty. But I ended up giving him my address and stuff. But I never got anything because he ended up posting a girl as his woman crush Monday, and that's how me and my first love broke up. So y'all were in it, like, this is so confusing. Like, were you in a relationship with Day and then talking to his brothers, or were you single and trying to figure out which brother you wanted? Like, what is going on? Because you talking about y'all broke up. Like, were y'all ever in a relationship? Like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. So she says, me and Day never texted again nor talked, and sometimes I miss him though. Girl, that was so confusing. Like, that was so confusing. And I really do feel like that was a real story and not like a Wattpad story, because it was so all over the fucking place. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so all over the fucking place. Like, girl, like, what is going on here? So this is going to be the last one. Wait, she said she sent me another one. Made something I said was blah, 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 blah. Okay, so she says she doesn't want me to read this one. But we're going to do one more. I'm just trying to find one more. Okay, here. She just wanted me to resend it. Oh my gosh, she sent me pictures of somebody. I don't know what's going on here, but she sent me some pictures of her and somebody. Well, it's called I Thought I Wanted to Be a Thought, but I fucked up and got a boyfriend. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know when y'all are ready. Yes, my food is here. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so happy right now. Okay. Hold on. This one. Hold on real quick. Oh my God. I hear him coming up the stairs. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so fucking excited. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to find one where I could fit it within the time span, because the 2 hours is already up, but I do want to get one more. And I'm trying to find one that's within the time span. Okay. This one is called I'm a Fool and I Need Help. Okay? Because I'm going to save that one that I just did for next week on Wednesday, because it's going to go past the timestamp and I'm hungry as fuck. Okay? So let me drink my water. It's 4:12 p.m. where I'm at, and I have not eaten anything all day. I've just been drinking water. I'm like so fucking starving. Okay. Here we go. Hey Naja, I've been watching your videos for 2.5 years now. For 2.5 years now. I don't have an accent. I don't know why it came out like that. And I found you back when story times were everywhere. I'm real glad I found such a cool and chill YouTuber. Well, I appreciate you for sticking around. I really do. I do need some advice though, but it isn't urgent. I've been dealing with this problem for years now. Please don't say my name though. I don't want anyone to know I'm this irritating. I'm a 17-year-old guy, and when I was 13, I started dating this guy we'll call Mads. He's not loaded, but he comes from really good money, like nothing I've ever seen in my life before. I'm used to the ghetto. Child, me too. Things were good between us. Our families approved of us and got along, and we were together for 2 years. That's pretty dope. That's pretty rare. That's what's up. When I was 15, something traumatic happened to me, and he dumped me when I needed him the most because he couldn't handle my problems on top of his own. It was a dick move, but I don't fault him for it anymore. We were kind of young anyway, but at the time, he ghosted me for months. Flash forward a couple months, I dated this girl who was off to college. Hold on one second. Okay, so you're a bisexual guy. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, because I was just like trying to figure out what was going on. Because at first she was like, you was with a dude, and now you're with a girl. So, okay, it makes sense. So, flash forward a couple months. I dated this girl who was off to college. We had a toxic relationship. She pretty much had complete control over me because I was stupid. I did anything I could to make her happy, to the point I got violent with my own family, or else she would treat me wrong. Nothing I did was ever good enough for her. Why are you being violent with your family? Like, is she telling you you gotta go punch your family in the face in order for us to be cool? Like, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Mads randomly showed up saying he felt bad for everything that happened between us and wanted to start a friendship. I let it slide and accepted his offer. But for my 16th birthday, he spent $400 on me. Hold up. Derp. Just realized something. Hold on. So, at the time when you were dating that girl, you were 15. And the girl was on her way to college. Chris Hansen has entered the chat. All right, let's keep it going. But for my 16th birthday, he spent $400 on me. This made my girlfriend uncomfortable, so I said I would stop talking to him, but I didn't. I started to develop feelings for him again, as well as gold-digging tendencies. He said he would do anything for me, so I told him to drive me to the state my girlfriend is staying for college with my dog, and I'll pay him with my company. Stupid as hell, I know, but don't worry, I didn't do it. I cut him off like my girlfriend at the time told me to. What I don't get, though, is like, what parents would allow you to do that? Like, what parents would be like, okay, I'm gonna allow my just turned 16-year-old to go to a different state to go meet their girlfriend who is probably like 18 years old, like, I stopped talking to him for a long time again, and out of nowhere, I found out that Mads got sick on a trip to another country and ended up in a coma. What, in the daytime television? He ended up in a coma, okay. The coma lasted 4 months. By the end of the summer, we're both 17 now. My girlfriend at the time dumped me, and I found out she was cheating. I checked on Mads, and he told me his boyfriend, we'll call him Warren, left him because of the coma. Because of all this emotional distress and being tired of not being enough, I just settled for Mads as a rebound like an idiot. I'm pretty sure that Mads, both of y'all were settling just because. Things were fine for like 2 or 3 weeks until I let him have the eggplant emoji. After that night, he finally told me his boyfriend never left him. Damn, you just got played. Damn. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, Mads. I was rooting for him subconsciously. I wanted him to just come in and save the day. I feel bad now. Damn. He told me his boyfriend never left him and he just missed me so much. But it's okay because his boyfriend knew about me the whole time. I said that is a fat fucking lie and you know it. And again, I did not talk to him for months. I know I'm mad super for that. I really am. Not really. He finessed you. Like, he finessed you. That's not your fault. Now it's May, and coincidentally, he shows up again now that I have a new girlfriend. I want to be there for him. I do, because when things are good between us, they're amazing. He's a great friend, and he's fun to be around, but I can't with this. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, damn, I'm stupid as hell. So here's the actual situation. We were fine. He really had me thinking we could be normal friends after this. But he started to complain to me about Warren, about how he doesn't listen to Mads when he talks, how he puts him down and gets violent. I offered him some advice about it, but his response was just flirting. He said, you know what? The best advice I ever gotten, I still think about running away with you. And we'd greet each other in the morning, you tell me this and blah, blah, blah. And I had to stop him right there. Immediately we start arguing. I start telling him he always fucking does this and I'm not falling for it. Right? Like, he's just being really toxic and manipulative. Like, no. I don't even know what to do anymore. Today he sent me pictures of he and Warren flexing their matching necklaces from their anniversary yesterday. And I'm sitting on Warren's lap, and him sitting on Warren's lap while they're cooking something, and he said, "So tell me about your relationship." I just said we're good and stuff. And then he says cheesy stuff we do is overrated. And I wasn't having it. So I was like, "I'm sorry your boyfriend doesn't love you." And we haven't talked since. Honestly, I would have blocked him. I would have cut him off. I would have blocked him. Like he just seems toxic. Like, and it's sad how it started off as him being like a really like saving the day figure in this story, and then he just developed into a very toxic and possessive person. And then it makes me even think, did he even really care about you, or did he just view you as a possession? Right. Like, what? I don't know. I know I need to just throw him away and never look back, but I still feel a small attachment to him. I really thought we could be friends, but he's never gonna change. I guess my question is, should I throw him the hell away or just remain cordial? And how should I go about it? What can I do to prevent something like this from happening again in the future with anyone? Honestly, I feel like you should throw the whole friendship away. It seems like he's being very possessive. It seems like he doesn't view you as a person, just something he could do whatever the fuck he wants with. And I've noticed that's really not uncommon with people that do have a lot of money, that get entitlement issues, and especially when you were born into money. I feel like you should just leave him the fuck alone and just move on, honestly, because that ain't it. That ain't it. Right. Good point. You're in a relationship. Focus on that relationship and forget him. Throw it the fuck away. Run for the hills. Run for the hills. Someone said in the dumpster and send away, or the trash man truck. Like, you said use him, sis, but honestly, from listening to the story, I could tell that that is not in his personality to use somebody. Like, I could tell he's not built for that. Warren is built for that. Warren, the dude that is okay with his man smashing somebody else because he's getting that bag, Warren is built for that. The guy that sent in this story, nah. You just need to cut him off, and don't try to get even or anything. Just focus on your own relationship and cut him off. But that being said, I'm about to end this tribe tea. I need to go edit some thumbnails, and I need to eat some food. Thank you guys for kicking it with me for the past 2 hours. I appreciate it, through all like the buffering and the issues and all of that stuff. But I gotta go because I'm starving. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. We're gonna do another live tribe tea on Wednesday. And yeah, bye guys. Bye everybody. Bye everybody.